Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're viewing us from. Thank you very much for tuning in to this very special moment. You're welcome to Rokstedi TV with yours truly, DJ Jossy Ladd, Babani here himself. All right, we are with Emeka Ike today, the great guy. He doesn't like all the accolades, but I'm going to give the accolades to him anyway because he deserves it. A veteran, a Nollywood pioneer, incredible personal person, my very good friend, and of course, a favorite on Nollywood television. We welcome today Emeka Ike. Can you say hello to our viewers, please?
Hi viewers, hi my friends, hi Josie, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Right. I must start by apologizing because yesterday we tried to bring Emeka on around this time, but we had severe network issues, which unfortunately we have to rely on for us to be able to get these interviews across to you. By the time we got better network, it was a bit too late because Emeka had already he's already scheduled for other appointments. He has a very busy schedule, so he couldn't make it. Without much ado, because there's a lot of questions we need to ask our very special guests. But don't forget, our viewers, please continue. We thank you for what you've been doing. Continue to share, like, and also participate in our chat, go on our chat system and try and communicate with us. Let us know questions. If you have any questions for him, go into the chats, put them on, and we will ask him your questions, as many of the questions as we can take on board. Right. Without much ado, tell us a little bit about your background, early days, growing up, school days, if you want to. Just very briefly, and we'll get the ball rolling after that.
Yeah, I was born in Lagos, uh, schooled in Lagos, not so primary, but my primary was
We're gonna need you to get a bit closer to the mic, to
okay.
the whatever system you're
I was
using.
born
Yeah.
in Lagos. I was born in Lagos. My nursery, my primary and secondary school, university, I mean, tertiary, not university, were all in Lagos. Thank God for Ansarudin Primary School. Without Ansarudin Primary School, you won't know me today. So that year when we left primary school, I went to get admission. There were no more separate, no more schools in town. Just two. And started being an Anglican school in Solo then. So I started in primary school, an Islamic school. They gave us free education, and that's why I'm here today. So my beginning was in Lagos. I'm
Thank you. Thank you about the background. Now, take us back to the beginning. What made you choose acting as a career?
Yeah, I've said this severally. I left school. I read mechanical engineering at Yabatech. I have my higher national diploma in engineering and mechanical engineering. But there wasn't a job for me. I tried to get one. The one I got was so demeaning, was so condescending. Like, oh God, why would I be working in this kind of office? The office, late machines, you have grease everywhere, screwdrivers everywhere. So I couldn't work with engineering, so I had to hold on to what I have as an actor. So then I tried something in acting and it was working.
Okay. You've been in Hollywood for decades now. Now, what have changed the most between the industry of your early days and the Nollywood of today?
Perception has changed the most. Perception. Purpose has changed. Mission has changed. What I mean mission, our mission was to tell our story. Our mission was to tell the Nigerian story, but perception of the story also was from the human angle, from the family angle, from the Nigerian background. But lately, perceptions have changed. It's all about glamour. It's all about good looks, and the beard, the EBL. But the real character most times is missing in movies. The real character is not in the movie in this recent times. The real characters are not there. We just have the human being playing the character. So that's a bit of the difference. That's just a bit of the difference.
Thank you very much. But do you think actors coming into Nollywood today have it easier or harder than your generation did? I think I know the answer to that, but I'll let it come from you.
They have it harder now. In my own days, there were auditionings. People were running to auditioning and go audition. People like Zebejiro, Chikwejiro, Emeka Ike, they put up auditioning. We hear it. We leave our home to rush to go and get to be part of it. But lately it's a click thing. It's a click. Everybody have their own actors. There are few people that work with them. So those other people that are not within the clique of the ones making movie will not get the opportunity. And then those days it was easier to get information. But lately, it's just like I said, it's a click thing. You have to be in a clique to be in some particular kind of movies.
Thank you. Now, you've played many roles. You've played romantic, dramatic, comedic, and controversial characters. Which type of role do you enjoy playing most?
I just play the script. I just look at the script, whatever it tells me the character is all about. And I beat myself into the character. I don't really pick a character, but when I interpret most characters, people love it and they tend to attach me to it. But I pick any script and I try to infuse myself into the script. That's most importantly for me. That's what's important for me. But I'm not a lover man. I did some hit movies, some hit love movies, and everybody wanted to make their own money from that trade about that point. So that established me more as a lover man.
Okay. Thank you. Is there a particular character you've played in the past that people still identify you with, even though you've played many other roles? Is there a particular one that people identify you with?
There are several characters, but I won't forget Derrico. Derrico One Mama. Till tomorrow, that name still remains Derrico One Mama. The movie we did about the reigning criminal, and before he was killed, I played the role. It's a strong movie. Yeah.
Thank you. One of our viewers is asking this question. He says, have you ever accepted a movie role and later regretted saying yes to it?
Oh, yes. Maybe because some producers were not up to what you thought they were, and you get on set and find out that, oh my God, am I in this? Or maybe you got to location and you found out that the person you're working with is not down with the character. There's this new thing that's happening in Nollywood now. If I'm acting with you and it's time for a close up, then I'll start misbehaving. I start doing things like, I expect you to know your line. I'll start doing things like that while you are taking your PU. That was one of the things that killed Nollywood. And it will destroy Nollywood if we don't work on that thing. The character is in the eye. You look into the eyeball of your artist. The
Right.
both eyeballs lock. There should be interplay of emotion, interplay of feeling, interplay of understanding of ourselves. How will I be explaining myself to myself? And the person I'm supposed to be giving me eye, like if you see in Mother's Bargain, Chinaya was like, oh, then I was like, hmm? You know, there was a place where we were talking about going to Japan and going to Tambisa Forest. And I said, okay, let's go to Tambisa. She was like, huh? She was like, hmm? And I was like, hmm? Now, those two expressions cannot be gotten if the two characters were not in that character. Your face will automatically react to the expression of the other person opposite you. But when you are talking to yourself, you know, when you're by yourself, you're doing it, and the person there is trying to make up, and they said whatever and continue. Those were the small things I saw, and I told myself I might never work with any of these characters again if they give me a role with them, because they were beginning to fall my hand. That's good. So sometimes you get some roles, you just regret working with some actors. Sometimes you just regret being on the set. Maybe the story is not going the way you think it should go. You know, something like that. That's just
Thank you, my brother. That was quite educative. A lot of people won't realize what you guys go through when you're during filming. It's I mean it's not just to turn up and look good and smile and be on camera. There's a lot of things going on in the background and going on mentally that people need to take into consideration. It's not an easy job. I'm telling you that it has to come to you naturally. What's the one
yeah.
thing about the old Nollywood era, the good old days, that you genuinely miss today?
Unity, the friendliness, the brotherhood. That year we were like young kids who just got into secondary school. There was so much excitement, enthusiasm. We want to meet each other. Oh, we are filming Enugu. Oh, really? Who is working with me? This. Oh my God, I'm gonna hook up with them again. You know, it was like a family thing.
Wow.
Then gradually, too many crowd came inside. Oh, became here and Dorondoro. You know, they call election here and Dorondoro. Drag. I drag you, you drag me. You dragging to. But before, it used to be like, oh my goodness, I'm going to. You know, it was like a recreation for us. It was like a holiday for us. It was like it was warming to be on set with your colleagues
You
till they
guys were
started getting
you guys were always looking forward to the union.
together. But right now, we don't want to see ourselves again. I don't even know why.
Oh now wow. Things have changed. Anyway, we are still very hopeful and we still believe in you guys and you guys are still doing an incredible job making us all happy. You've experienced different stages of fame. What is the biggest misconception people have about Emeka Ike? If there is one that you know.
There's no misconception. So far, Emeka Ike is that scandal-free actor. Please go and read it online and see if I've ever gotten any woman impregnated. Go and do your research online. See if I've ever been involved in any police case or stealing or doing anything or getting drunk at the club and beating somebody up there or doing something that is um, irresponsible. I've always been that scandal-free actor, except for one deliberate attempt by somebody to escape and made my name as a woman beater, which never ever happened. So I just see that like it's not part of it. I just see like, well, everybody will know that this is marital lies or whatever. But between you and I, go and read, there's nothing about Emeka Ike out there. No scandal. And I tried my best because I came from a very strong home, a religious home. My parents are disciplined, elders, leaders of church. So whatever I do, I can't just in haste forget where I'm coming from. That happens to be the reason why I am guarded. You know, not your money, not your money. And so you have to always remember the son of whom you are. So
Not
I
your
have
money,
not.
one share. Our Yoruba
not
brothers and sisters will say that. And by the way, if
Baba
you guys don't know, Emeka can speak Yoruba more than me and
Baba Eni,
you. Oh my, yeah, you see that,
So we
right?
all just grow up and we forget our background. That is the problem with most adults lately, and it's transcending to our children. When we forget our background, where we're coming from, then we begin to hit all kinds of, abnormalities. So I remember where I'm coming from. I don't have scandal anywhere.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah, so you guys, you heard it. It's official. It's official. My good friend here, the one and only Emeka Ike has never ever touched a woman in his life. So if you hear
Never did
anything,
what?
sorry?
Never touched a woman or beat a woman. Touch is different from beat.
You're
I
asking
because
for
I
it.
touch a woman.
You're asking.
Touch. I touch women,
you,
but
before you know,
beat.
before
No,
you know
no,
it
no.
now, before
That's
you know it
different.
now, somebody will be asking, let Emeka come and say to the world that he's not promiscuous.
Uh,
I mean, okay, let me take that back. Emeka has never beaten a woman in his life, okay, but he has touched a woman. All right. Yes. What is the funniest or most unexpected thing a fan has ever done when they recognize you? The funniest and most unexpected thing they've done.
So many situations. Okay, let me bring back this situation at Heathrow Airport in the UK. I was coming to London for an award, Nollywood, that's by Sam. This Sam has won award in UK, and we were all invited for the award. And I was at the security check, and the guy spoke to me in a way I would not accept, and he didn't know I was an American. Oh, come on, man! You said you want to stay 7 days in the UK? Not possible. I'm sure the next 1 year you're not going to leave UK. I said that's derogatory. What do you mean that's derogatory? That that's a bit of an insult on the man I am. Hey, come on, go and say that to every Nigerian. They want to stay in London, UK. They don't want to go home. I said, please withdraw those statements. There could be a few that want to do these things for a reason, and not all of us. So you need to know that the country is bigger than the few you know. Like, come on, man, come on, make it make sense to me. How are you going to stay 7 days in the UK? I said, let me be even straight up. I intend to stay 4 days, not even 7 days. If this happened and this happened and this happened this way, I might stay only 4 days and go back. I said, come on, forget it. Forget it. I know you're not going back. I said, please, I need you to apologize. I said, what do you mean? Apologize? I said, yes, I need you to apologize for insulting me. I'm not just everybody. When I say this is what I want, this is what I want to do, and this is who I am, and you need to learn to know and respect the Nigerian. He said, oh, really? So who are you? I said, Google me. So, okay, I should Google you. I said, yes, Google me. Then right there, he went online and was Googling me. Motherfucker! Jeez! I got a superstar in the house. My goodness, he opened his mouth, stretched his neck, was screaming out, I have a big star right here. He's done well over 300 movies. Oh my goodness. He was yelling, and every Nigerian on the queue that day felt honored, felt respected, had this sense of integrity and personality that yes, Nigerians are not all those poor guys. Some of us, we still have good Nigerians. And General Ike Nwachukwu walked up to me. General Ike Nwachukwu. He came to shake me. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you that we have young men like you that are a good image for the nation. The guy apologized and then stamped me in. And that was a good experience. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget him screaming, "Motherfucker, he's a superstar!" But I gave him stress.
Sorry?
I gave him stress. I made him know that you don't treat him.
Look, what I'd simply say about that is he asked for it. I mean, he was trying to make life difficult for you. He didn't know who he was messing with. And then I think if he has any brain, he would have learned his lesson from that day. Don't just mess up. I mean, the job is doing there. Yeah, the job is doing there. It could be anybody standing in front of him. It doesn't have to be.
Don't talk them down. Yeah, don't talk down on them because you don't know them.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it takes me to Baba Fela's song, Trouble Sleep, Younger Go Wake Up. Waiting in the fire, palava. And he get up. He find out and he get up.
Let me tell you again what happened in America one time. I was leaving one of the airports and I had my phone. I thought I dropped everything at the machine, that conveyor machine. And then I didn't have my phone. Then there was the noise. The guy said, "Okay, stretch your hand." I stretched my hand. He said, "Papa, my phone." So drop your phone, go back and drop. I was like, "Oh, sorry." I went back, dropped my phone, came back. He was searching and he finished. And I went, my phone was missing.
Missing?
Where is my phone? I just dropped it now for here. What could have happened right here? He said, "I don't know. Look for it." I said, "Listen, you're gonna have it tough right here. Don't think." I said, hey, listen to me. Don't talk. I said, "You shout on me, you will regret today. You will apologize. This is your country. If you don't produce my phone, I will make a mess in this airport. Because you're not supposed to be stealing here. I don't know who did it, but you just told me to go back and I came back and I can't find my phone." He was was shaking it with anger and all that. I told him to call the police now because he won't like what he sees. I said, "Call the police." The security, I was telling him, "Call the police because you're just about to see the hell of your life." Because he used one word. That was when I said that. He said, "You irritate me." I said, "I do, right?" I said, "Okay, let me tell you, whoever you are, you can't claim my shoe where I come from. But you say I irritate you because you think I'm in your country. You are going to regret this. Call the police right now." And he called the police. But while that was going on, people were coming, stopping by with everything happening to take pictures. And the cops were like, "Hey, what's going on? Who is this guy, man?" Then they said, "Yeah, come on, it's our star, it's our star." The police came and I explained everything to them. I said, "This is what happened and I can't find my phone." And I asked, the next thing he told me was that I am disgusting and I irritate him and I'm not going to take that. The police said, "Okay, did you do that?" He became humble. He became more gentle. He became more explanative. He became more like, "This is actually what I'm trying to like." I didn't take it. Last, the police told him, asked me, "What do you want to do? You want to press charges or you want him to apologize?" I said, "I only want him to apologize. I want him to apologize. That's all I want." And he apologized. You see, Nigerians shouldn't be scared when you don't have anything in your pocket. When you have a good purpose or mission for going outside Nigeria, you shouldn't treat yourself like, shouldn't be hiding like a thief or feeling like, "Oh, no, come on. I'm a deliberate human being and I'm a legitimate human being and there's no reason to be insulted by anybody and I will not take it." So experiences like here and that, they do come up once in a while.
So, so what then happened to the phone? Did it fall off the ramp or something? The phone.
Wouldn't know, maybe one smart person was watching us, and as I dropped it, maybe the person just collected it with his phone and escaped. Or maybe the man has a cartel that takes phone there. I don't know what it is, but I couldn't find the phone. They said, okay, police apologized and said I should check lost and found. They took me to lost and found. They said it's not there. They said, okay, take this number, keep calling them, blah, 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 blah. I couldn't get the phone, but they asked me to press for charges if I want him to pay me or if I want whatever. I said, no, I just need him to apologize. That's most important.
Okay. Right. How do you deal with pressure, Emeka? Remaining relevant, the pressure of remaining relevant in the industry that is constantly producing new stars. But I mean, I think it's similar to me as well. A lot of people have asked me that question. I'm one of the old school DJs that said, how do you stay relevant despite the fact that a lot of DJs are springing up? So in your case, how do you remain relevant or deal with the pressure of remaining relevant in an industry that's constantly changing?
Yeah, Laddie, you know your game. That's why you're relevant. Like if you're an old DJ and you keep playing only the old jams, you don't invent and reinvent yourself. You don't combine, you don't do collabo, you don't mix. People are going to get tired of you if you're done with your old school for like 2 hours, 1 hour, they'll be tired. But when you are able to combine, come on, we made the Gen Zs. Now we born the Gen Zs. Now we make the equipment and they take the Gen Zs. They were the producers. You understand?
What?
So
what? All right.
I factor everything together. I factor the old, the new. I factor new ideas. I appreciate the environment a lot. My environment, any environment that I find myself, I appreciate it a lot. Then it gives me the ambience that I need to forge ahead. So I'm distracted from social life. I'm distracted from partying, clubbing, and all that. I don't do those things much. So I think I have enough time to myself to reinvent and refresh myself.
Thank you. Now, what do you think today's Nollywood actors learn from the actors who came before them?
I think nothing. Nothing. Because plenty of them, what they do lately, I remember studying old actors when I was coming. I remember studying them, reading them, looking at their eyeballs, expression, movement, breathing, and everything. I study people like Bruce.
Right. Shall we move to the next question? Can you hear us, Emeka? I think we are having network issues again. If you bear with us 1 minute, we should have Emeka back with us within the next minute or so. Right. Yeah, I mean, we just asked Emeka 1 or 2 more questions before we go into his latest movies. We'll ask a couple of questions from him about his latest movies as well. But at the minute, his screen is still frozen. We're waiting for him to come back. Yeah, it's gone off now. It's gonna come back to us, and when it comes back, we will continue with the questions. We continue from where we stopped. Yeah, you heard all about him. He told us about his school days, how the school built a foundation for him to erect his incredible structure that he's got now on top of it. I'm talking of his personality and his education and everything like that. Talked about coming from a family home a very religious family home where that he was taught how to behave and not to get the image of the family. He talked about his experiences, one at Israel Airport and one in an airport in America, in the United States of America. He talked about the importance of chemical reaction between two actors, so that the actors know themselves. And yeah, we're still trying to, yeah, Emeka should be back with us now, hopefully. We're just trying to get
Sorry.
Emeka now. Right. Welcome back, my brother. Yeah, we just had some network issues there. No problem. We'll just continue with from where we stopped. And the next question is, what's the one role you've always wanted to play but haven't had the opportunity to play it yet? The one role that you've always wanted to play but I've never had the opportunity to play it yet.
I don't think there's any role though. I've played nearly every role. Honestly, I've played nearly every role except the boxer.
the man of many roles, the coat of many colors. What has been the most challenging period of your career, and how did you manage to push through this?
That was, oh my God, this is overheating.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Sorry, the phone just went blank. Let me get back to you. Having network.
Okay, if you have it, just you can log out and just you can go out and come in again with the link.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. Let me get back
yeah, we
to
can
where
hear
I
you
am.
now. Yeah, I can hear you now. All right.
Yeah, you asked a question.
Yes. What has been the most challenging period of your career, and how did you manage to push through this?
That was during my divorce. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know that's what divorce is like. I used to hear of men having divorce. I used to hear of people breaking up. I never expected it because where I come from, we are church founders. People are not encouraged to divorce. They're always encouraged to talk to themselves. And, Assemblies of God Church is a Bible believing gospel church, like Deeper Life and so, like Redeemed. So divorce is not part of my talk. So if you notice, I was begging all through that period, please, 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 don't go, don't do that, don't do this. So it was very traumatic because I wasn't prepared. I didn't know it was coming. It was all peaceful till I flew out to America. Then I landed America to start hearing stories that my house is no more, my business is no more, everybody is moving out. This is this. My wife is moving out. She has moved on. She's marrying somebody else. Blah blah blah. And it all happened to me like, boom.
Wow.
I couldn't. I didn't know what to think about. I didn't know whether I should remove my clothes and start running mad. Because you say your wife leave you run mad. Not your wife leave you run mad. It was a whole lot that happened together. Somebody was trying to actually shut my brand down. So the attempts were not just divorce alone. They were coerced with pulling him down syndrome. Because I could walk away from a marriage without, okay, Joyce, see your clothes, see your car key, see I'm not interested. That's walking away. You are really, you want your peace. But walking away and making sure that the whole properties inside this house is taken away to an unknown address. Remind you, there'll be house documents in those properties. Mind you, there'll be certificates, birth certificates, school certificates, certificates of excellence, a lot in that place. So I lost everything. Before I came back from America, I had no house. The one I was building newly, that they called me that, okay, fine. They say you should bring money so we can rent. Send me my then gate man said, send me money so I can get a truck to move our load from where it was near the school, then to my house in Ogudu GRA. And that's the last I saw I heard of him. The guy till today, I can't hear of him. I hear he's dead. I don't know where he is. He said my ex-wife told him to bring the properties. Till now, I don't have anything from my house. I didn't pick anything out of that house. Like you're traveling now, Jossy Ladd, you're just traveling and you just travel with your handbag. And this just happened.
And that's all I have. All of a sudden,
that's all you have. And that's all. You have to start afresh. I want to contest election. I have to go to Yaba Tech, start looking for my friends who are like Engineer Coca, you know, who are now Dean of Faculties, HODs and all that, my schoolmates. And they had to go back to the school registry to get my certificate.
Yes, so
that was how I was able to get my birth certificate. That's how I was able to get my primary, secondary school certificate and all my certificates. That was how I was able to retrieve them. Everything, boom, like tsunami. Somebody wanted to sink me. Then, boom, a lie was pushed out there. Oh, he beats me, he beats me. We never saw any picture. And then the whole world went on. Feminists went on. Boom, bring him, let's hear him. Bring him, let's hear him. You know, people were just destroying an innocent man. I was alive, but I was dying. And I was seeing myself that I will even ask this person. They say you tell they beat you. Go say, don't mind them. Don't mind them. Are you not a star? Is it not what they've been saying before? Because they know we are separated. This is so don't mind it. I was hellishly manipulated. I was manipulated till the last minute. You know, it's not good to be naive sometimes, but I won't call it naivety, but is it love or trust or what do you call it? So I've come to keep a bit of myself to myself right now from the other experience, that you don't have to leave everything out there for somebody to be in charge of your whole and entire life. You know, so it's one moment in my life that I thank God I escaped alive, because my mother said, the man this happened to in our village died. His wife shut down his school before he came back from where he traveled to. When he came back and had it, he entered heart blood pressure and died. I should go and thank God that you can make it. School of over 480 million. The school where students pay 280,000. 280,000 per term. Nobody talks about it. I made money early enough before some of the people shouting around. You're seeing them shouting around, money na water, money my. Where were those noisemakers that year? I had money, but I'm not a noisemaker. It was just closed down like this. Shot, destroyed, and it got into my brain. But one thing that came out, made me to come out strong, was God. I have a God. And I always listen to my mind. I took a break from everybody. I ran away. I was in Kano. I was in Kuru in Kano. You can imagine, anybody that knows Kuru will tell you that is a very typical village. I was there in a room without window. I suffered until I now remembered myself. I was taken away from me. It was later and I realized, oh, you can sell one of your properties to do this. No. I want to build a hotel with this one. I want to build a school with another school with this one. I want to do this one. This is my factory, water factory. My mind said, you that you're borrowing money around now, 100,000 was a lot of money for me then. Because I couldn't even understand where I was going anymore. Oh no, if you see anybody blackmailing anybody, blackmail is worse than killing. Blackmail is worse than killing. Any blackmailer, there should be punishment for blackmailing that's as good as, killing someone. There should be some punishment for blackmail. So I just went through that period. It wasn't gory. It was very gory. It wasn't pleasant. It wasn't pleasant. I was hiding from my friends. I was hiding from people. I don't know what to do. I didn't know. I didn't offend anybody, but I don't know what is wrong. It's like the whole world that hated me. Everyone was talking about me, but I didn't do anything. Listen, I saw a message from my ex, the one I dated before, the one I divorced, came in. If you're Sobase, she saw my recent movie, Mother's Bargain. She was like, oh my goodness, this is the Emekus I know. Ah, Emekus, this is really you. You acted yourself with this game, with this film, Mother's Bargain. Oh, Emeka, God will keep blessing your good heart. God will keep. This is somebody I dated. She said, this is who I am naturally. I'm very observant. I'm very matured. I'm fatherly. And I love like God. I don't know people who are supposed to manipulate or play games in marriage, in relationship. I don't know about it. I just love. So the lady now wrote me, said, oh, this is the Emeka I know. So for an ex that you did not marry to come back and say good things about you. So anybody complaining or lying can remain on their lie page. I showed my wife, I said, listen, look at my ex. He said, but that's who you are. You're such a nice human being. You're a good human being. You know, so people will twist who you are right in front of you. Right in front of you. They will make you a different human being in their narrative. And it's like a club. It's like a group of people that have specialized in doing this thing. And I wonder where they put God. I mean, do you consider what this is doing to the man? Are you sure who you're fighting for is not the deadbeat human being? How would you feel for a deadbeat human being to empower you with false allegations and you head up to go and start fighting a human being because of a deadbeat individual? It's just, that's just that. Since my ex-marriage, since my marriage divorce went on, I don't think you've had any bad image story about Emeka. Before then, there was no bad story about Emeka. The only story was that I was an activist. I was I was the man that the whole Actors Guild came across to and said, we want you to be our president. And somebody said, you are the people's president. And then as an activist and as a righteous man, I fought those people that were fighting the 36 states of Nigeria. There are about 6 people in Actors Guild of Nigeria. They control everything. You will hear when I was going to court with African Magic and everything, they were telling me, hey, Emeka, we pay royalties. I said, where do you pay royalties to? There are 6 people that owns the Actors Guild of Nigeria. Go and find out. Okay, Bakassi, His Royal Highness, okay, Bakassi is one of them that owns Actors Guild of Nigeria. It is not their life, they made themselves lifetime board of trustees, and that was what I was fighting. How can 6 of you be lifetime board of committee in a national body? Nigerian Bar Association cannot have that going on. NFA cannot have just 2 people or 3 people or 5 or 10 people as life. You have to keep changing. Life is evolving. And you must keep evolving with life. That was my fight then in the Actors Guild of Nigeria. Not that I just went to start fighting to be a president. No. I went to stop illegalities that the 36 states came to my office to complain about. Their chairmen, Their secretaries came to my office that we've been pushed out of the hotel this night, last night. We've been sleeping on the road. We don't know how, we've not eaten since today. We don't know how we're going to go. When we refuse to sign to this board of trustees, we refused. Please help us fight the fight. Just that was it. That was all that happened with me and the Actors Guild of Nigeria. So that's not scandal. That's activism. Then in between the activism, some smart criminal started coming to my house with guns, knives, and everything to take my life, to unalive me. And I know where that's coming from. They are not talking about, oh, we want to kill Emeka Ike anymore. They are talking about, hey, he's beating somebody. How terrible are you people? People were coming to my house to kill me, to unalive me. And I know who they are. I now know who they are. I was accusing Segun Arinze, true or false. Jossy Ladd, didn't you read it in the press? I said, Segun Arinze, you can't kill me. You're a small boy. Ejika Segu, you're a small boy. You know rich. You know get the, you know born you well. Because I know who I am in town. Ibinabo met me at King Ateke Tom's house. Boss, what are you doing with this young man? No. He's still fighting us. So this man is still fighting us. He said, go and make peace with Emeka Ike. Emeka na one of us. Go and make peace with him. So that fight was going on, but they were not going to the angle, to the end of killing me. Some people now came in between, started sneaking around with guns to take my life. And these are the people that still came out to say, oh, the only way to get out is put any lies on his head. And they heaped lies on my head. But I know something about life. This life will always reveal whatever, will always uncover every lie. Life will always uncover every truth and say, hey, this is the truth. So it's just a matter of time. Let the evil man continue to enjoy his evil. The Bible says, let the wicked continue. Let the good continue one day.
Thank you.
One day.
That was very, very detailed. There's a lot of steel in that, which is good. I mean, on Rokstedi TV, you are allowed to speak your mind, and I know you very well. You always say it as it is. So we're going to talk now about your more recent movies. Let's talk about Mother's Game. What attracted you to the story, and what should audiences expect from your character in that movie?
The story tells the story of God. That is who God is. Mother's Bargain. It's like talking about God. You've always heard God is love, right?
Yes.
God is love. He loves you even when you are a sinner. Jesus did not die for the righteous. So pastors should stop feeling like they are the accepted ones of God. We are the righteous ones. Or Christians, the unborn again child of God. Jesus died for that person. Even while we are yet sinners, Christ died for us. Sometimes you ask yourself, it's a lie. God answered this prayer. Oh my God. As filthy as I am. That is God. If we allowed a bit of patience in our marriages and relationships, if we're a bit patient with ourselves, if we allow patience to rule our daily life, believe you me, we won't have all the divorces going on, won't have all the confusion. Everything with time unfolds. Oh, there's a problem here, there's a fight, there's a this, there's a this. With time, everybody will know the truth. Don't worry. You understand me?
Yeah.
So, when I saw the story, I saw that this man, the man just loves the girl. she has no fault with him. It's okay. He allows her. Be who you want to be. I just pray that you discover me inside of you one day. That's what Jesus keeps telling us. Oh, oh God, I went to church and I've gone to commit sin now. He's still there looking at you. Will you come back now, or if you want to go and commit another one? So my message is like, God is love. Every man should love his wife like God loves us. Every woman should love their husband like God loves us. Love should be without expectation.
Thank you.
Even when you're disappointed sometimes, you still show love. Will I tell you that when my ex left me last time, I still promised her a house in Lekki? I wanted to give her a 3-bedroom apartment. Okay, you say you can't stay with me again. I said, you say you can't stay with me again. Huh?
Are you kidding me?
I said, you said you can't stay with me again. You don't love me. Okay, maybe I'm the problem. Okay, what if I get you guys 3 bedrooms somewhere in Lekki? You guys stay there. Then I'll be staying here. Then I can be coming to see my children. Maybe I'm the problem right now. Let me think about it. And I got a call a month later. I said, oh, fine, fantastic. Maybe we are moving forward. And it's okay. I will accept if you give me the house. But you have to give me 3 to 4 months notice before you come to the house.
Now what? Now what?
What does this person take me for? My own children. To see my own children, I'll give you 3 months notice, 4 months notice. That what's happened? Well, that's what my new friends said. My new friends. Underline this word, my new friends. Who are these your new friends you've been talking about lately? Everywhere goes quiet. So, we're trying to unravel the new friends. But however it is, I gave out the house. But I cannot, I'll be stupid to accept to come in to see my children 3 months when I'm a family man. I'm here in Germany to see my children. I can't stay 3 weeks, 2 months without seeing my child. Why would I stay 3 months? She just finished her kindergarten, and she's the best school student in her school. So I came to honor her and to encourage her. Bought her a bicycle, very nice one. What do you want for this graduation? This is what I want. Your sister, what do you want? I want a scooter. I got them all to encourage them and their spirit. I'm a family-oriented person. So why would I stay 3 months before I see my children?
Show okay.
Then I now said, okay, 3 months or 4 months before I say, I said, okay, forget it now. You're not ready for the house. That was how that canceled out. So practically, Chief Coker was nearly like Emeka Ike. Because my father is a very patient human being. He's a honorable man. Go and ask anybody who knows Elder Ike in his soul or Lagos State. He's a respected man. Anywhere he passes, there's dignity for my dad. My daddy resigned from church as Assemblies of God as their treasurer. He founded the church after old age John Rich. He said, look, I bet you guys are my age. 2 years later, the whole committees and pastor came to my father's house to cry. What's the problem? Since you left, sir, the money in the account has not been complete. Please come back, sir. My father argued. Sir, daddy, please, we agree, but please, you have to come, even if it's for 1 year. Help us so we can know how you were doing it before. We have integrity where I come from. We have Christ where I come from. We are morally brought up to be responsible people. So the movie tells more of a man who sees beyond just his problem at that point of time, looks behind the problem, knows the outcome, and lives up to it. So that's basically what it is. The movie, My Mother's Bargain, was a reflection of who Emeka Ike is.
Thank you very much. You're also involved in when
1 minute, please, 1 minute.
No worries at all. Thank you, Mr. Producer. Thank you very much. So we are talking about Emeka's more recent videos, more recent movies, Mother's Bargain and When God Says No. So we're waiting on Emeka. Emeka is going to join us very shortly. I just had to take a very quick break. Emeka is back now. So I was just saying, Emeka, you are also involved in When God Says No. The title alone is intriguing. What is the central message of the movie? And why did you feel that this was a story worth telling to the public?
We battle God a lot because we always look for results. But we don't even care to know this is will. We don't wait to question ourselves and our responses and our reflexes. We just believe that, oh, he's God. This must be done. We can't order God. So in case that you don't expect happens, you still need God. You still need to understand him and the reason why he wants that to happen. Sometimes some things happen to us, we don't know the reason. But after so many years or some months or weeks or days, we find out that there's a divine reason for that thing happening. Like everything that's happening in my life now has only added to me. It made me stronger. I didn't have a house abroad before I had my issue, but today I have a family, I have a house, everything abroad. I'm stronger than I am before. So the movie is trying to tell you, be patient with God. Trust him, but don't force him. That's the story.
Thank you very much. Between Mother's Bargain and When God Says No, which role challenged you more as an actor, and what did each of the projects teach you?
As an actor, Mother's Bargain I was playing me, but when God Says No, I was playing somebody else. So that's more challenging. I have to put a whole lot of thoughts into how it should try to figure it out mentally before I deliver. But as a big man, a big boy, so many times you just look at some things and you laugh. You know, there's so many people have given money your time, and plenty will not, 90% will not come back to say thank you. There are so many people who have helped, who have done some of these things, and the fact they're not thanking you is not even making you feel bad because you expected it. So naturally, I'm used to giving out without looking back if he's going to say thank you or bring some things around. So that role was a natural one, Mother's Bargain. But this other one, God Says No, I have to imagine, this person became die. This person, so putting everything together, you try to be somebody that you're not. That's what it is.
Thank you, my brother. Okay. After everything you've achieved in Nollywood, what is still left on your career bucket list?
I want to be a leader. I don't like what is going on in the country, and I feel I can bring a change. That's the next career. I don't like the name politician. I don't like being called a politician. I feel the name or being called a pastor. Those two names have casted. You
So,
understand me?
so I
I
know
just
I
want
know
to
what
be
to call you now. If I want to wind you up, I know what to call you now.
don't call me a pastor, please. I'm a righteous person. I preach a lot, but don't call me a pastor. The name has been bastardized. The name has been bastardized.
As
And
a
the same thing with
story
politicians.
for another day.
You understand? Yeah. And I know Nigerians need people like us. Forget it. They are lying to themselves. That video is not only good for entertainment. Imagine a Burna Boy being the governor of Lagos State. Imagine a Burna Boy. I'm just saying, imagine. He forgets his experience in life. Don't forget that celebrities are well-traveled human beings. I wonder if there's any country in Europe that I've never entered that I have not visited. Most countries in Europe I've visited 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Experience. You have interlocked with mayors of different cities. You have interlocked with rulers, presidents of so many countries, governors and everything of different place areas. You have experience. You've met with Nigerians, you've seen the situation, you've helped a lot of people to become somebody today. You see, the real people that my NGO is not the type you put in the press. I pick people off the street. And I can tell you so many testimonies are ongoing. And I don't believe in louding it like with the one, with the, I don't like, those ones don't strike me at all. That's very unreasonable thing to do, to be arrogant or whatever. So it is what it is.
Thank you, my brother. Now, what would just a few more questions to go? We're rounding up very shortly. What would you say has kept you passionate about acting after all these years?
Telling the right stories. It's for me, it's like my pulpit. Going to locations like going to preach for me. And if you watch most of my movies, people tend to interact with it. They tend to put themselves into the movie because I make my movies in ways that you can understand that there's a message here for you.
Okay.
Now, what's the question again?
Well, I'm just about to ask another question. Finally, when people look back at Emeka Ike's career today, from years from now, sorry, when people look back at your career years from now, what do you want them to remember you for?
For being a noble Nigerian, an honest Nigerian, a man of integrity, and a patriotic Nigerian. Individual, it doesn't have to be both Nigerian. Anywhere in the world you find yourself, you have to be that responsible humanity. I live responsibly. So I want to be noted as, that man is decent. Oh, no, that man is responsible. Oh, no, he's such a great man. It's a blessing to our generation. That's all I want to be noted for. Doing good, helping people, being of good assistance to people who need me. That's what I want to be remembered.
Thank you, my brother. Now we're going to round up with some quick fire questions. I just want one word responses from this. I'll make your response as short as possible. Old Nollywood or new Nollywood? What do you prefer?
Old Nollywood.
Romantic role or action role? What do you prefer?
Action role.
Cinema or streaming? What do you prefer?
Any of them. I don't care. I'll cut across.
I trust you. Emeka the carry last. Favorite actor you've worked with?
I stopped calling names.
Name one favorite actor you work with.
I stop calling name, please. Please make everybody go sleep for your house, I beg.
Make I don't cause casala. Okay,
Make
one
everybody
word.
go sleep for your house. Make everybody go sleep for your house, I beg. Make everybody. There's no love in Nollywood.
No.
There's no love.
It's gone to
Even
that
people have had
now.
to become stars today. Even people I raise their hands like this. It's
It's gone to
competition.
that now. We just we don't even know what's going on in the background.
There's no
Unbelievable.
love in Nollywood. There was love, but right now Nollywood is. So I don't want to measure myself into this artist, this actress. Everybody come and play your game. Okay, I've come back after old age. Let's see how many old actors will come back and be accepted. Che, they used to say Emeka was getting roles that year. Now because na Igbo man, na Igbo people they do film. Na Igbo people they demota. Excuse me. Come and do your own now. Let's see you trend. Let's see you bring back Nollywood.
Don't worry. Love will come back to Nollywood by the grace of God because your fans, we really, really want to see the love that is missing come back to Nollywood. Nollywood might be going through a little phase now, but you know what? What goes around comes around. The world is revolving. We're gonna get good times because you guys have done a lot. You've done a lot to pull out of the realms of Hollywood and Bollywood and created and carved out your own niche to create what I would call a decent monster called Nollywood. And now Nollywood is making waves and everybody is scared. And it's because of people like you. And I know that one day the love that you think is missing from Nollywood, that is missing, will come back to Nollywood. And we will enjoy good old days with Nollywood like we've been doing before. Now, one word to describe Emeka Ike today, and then we're going to round up.
The gentleman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Look, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great pleasure. We've gone well above normal expected time, but we had to because we were enthralled with this gentleman here, Emeka Ike on Rokstedi TV. It's our great pleasure, and I'm sure that all our fans, all your fans, all our listeners and viewers, they all appreciate the time you've given us today, despite your very busy schedule. I know you got some things to do, so I'll let you go now. So thank you very much once again, and it's always a pleasure. Once you have anything coming out or you have any project you want to talk about, give me a call. Give us a call. We'll be more than happy to do our best to support you with everything you're doing. If there's anything we can do to support you at Rokstedi TV, we will. Just let us know. We will not hesitate. And I know the feeling is mutual. Thank you very much, all right? Take good care of yourself. One love.
Rokstedi TV.
Oh, shit.
Rokstedi TV.
Thank you. So we're going out now. God bless you. Bye.